What's up, GS350JP in the house. Okay, so I haven't been making any videos this year. I made one. I did take some clips of Korea when I went there. So I'm just gonna put them all together, whatever order, and just put them up. But I do have some videos that have music playing in the background because of the shopping area I was in. So I have to go through there and probably mute those and maybe try to talk over those or something, but I'll figure out something. But anyway, I just want to let you guys know that I'm actually GS350JPN. It's my second nickname. I had a first nickname, and it's called Aatm, A-A-T-M, all about that money. And with that one, it was more or less like, how can I say? I guess it was more or less a player. I was more or less like a player in the sense that, okay, my GS350JPN, it's pretty much helping brothers or whoever else, you know, other men, and then other young people and women too, you know, about life situations and things like that. And like I said, it was inspired by a white guy who emailed me because of one of my videos. I think it's Kawana or something like that. I forget the name of the video, but and he watched it, and that video convinced him that Japan wasn't as racist as his white friends, and this guy's white too, said. So he emailed me and then, you know, gave me this long letter, you know, explaining things, thanking me. And then I thought, well, hey, if he's white, you know, he's thinking that, then, you know, what blacks are thinking. So that's why I started making my first videos and stuff. And I made a few and stuff, and they were real cool making those videos. And then as I started doing them, I started branching into other things. Me and Ron, you know, when I first got my one camera, me and him just went out, we was just chilling and stuff. Me and my brother went to Nagoya and stuff, and I had another camera and made videos and things like that. I can't put that up though. Or if I do, I have to delete his scenes. but what happened? But before that, it was Aatm. I even, you know, and I talked to guys and stuff back then, you know, my friends and stuff hanging out, and whenever I meet new people, I would say my name is Aatm. And Aatm was more or less, like I said, a woman. I mean, not a woman, but a guy who talked to a lot of women. And it wasn't that I was trying to have sex or anything like that, because I really didn't care about that, because I didn't have. I'm the type of person, I don't have to chase women. Women come to me, so I don't have to really chase them. And I know a lot of you guys might think it's funny and weird or something, but it really is true, you know. And maybe I'm thinking it could be my looks, whatever, you know. And back then I was younger, you know, in better shape. Actually, I've lost almost 20 pounds and stuff, but and I dressed different. My whole attitude and everything was different. I was happier, you know, and just had some cool friends I hung out with, and you know, clubbing, making money, traveling back and forth to Bangkok every month, you know, going back from Wakayama to Osaka, Nagoya, Kobe, out to Nara, and Kyoto and stuff. So I really had a good time and stuff. So the Aatm guy was more or less like, what I was going to do was I had made some business cards, because that was when MySpace was out, and I started putting up a lot of my stories, you know, with women and stuff that you should do, the things we used to do together. And it actually got really good, and some people like, hey, they wanted more, you know. And I was like, okay, so I put them on. But I think what happened was somebody told me about Facebook or something happened, I don't know. I know one brother did start hating me because actually I did buy my car, and it was, yeah, so it was right before, I guess it must have been right before Facebook came out, and I had bought my car, and I was talking about it. He, you know, I had my GS350, you know, he was like, oh, well, you know, you got a sedan and blah blah blah, and it's not a sports car. And I'm thinking like, okay, but what do I want a sports car? You know, I mean, I know it's cool, you know, to have a sports car and stuff like that, you know, have a woman in it or whatever. But, you know, I like big cars, you know, and roomy cars and things like that, whether I'm rolling by myself or, you know, a bunch of homies or, you know, some girls roll with me or whatever, you know. And yeah, that was really interesting. I think that was probably the first time I ever got hated on a social, not hated on, but you know, he was just trolling or whatever. You know, I just couldn't understand it. But then later I realized I don't really know too much about cars anyway. So he was using his experience about cars and his knowledge about cars, and I guess getting in my case about it, whatever. I didn't know. I didn't care. But yeah, MySpace, you know, I had put a lot of pictures up there and stuff. I don't know if they're still there. Some of them aren't. Actually, I just did go back and look at it and stuff. There's one picture I have on there was my car and some girl leaning up against it. And it was weird because that day me and her had met. Well, actually, I was doing a photo shoot of my car, and she rolled up on me, said, "Hey, what you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just taking pictures and stuff." She said, "Well, want me to take some of you?" And I said, "No, you go ahead. And, it's better if that shoot would be the model." So she was like, "Okay," and she did tell me I could put on MySpace and stuff. So I made a whole bunch of pictures, and we ended up going to another kata, taking pictures there, and just different things happened. We ended up just different things happened and stuff. So, and she was real cool. I think she said she was getting married and stuff like that. She had some business or something, but she was like real cool and stuff, and we talked. I think it was just that day we talked, and then we maybe talked a couple of times. We didn't meet, and that was it, but yeah, what I wanted to do with that when I was Aatm at that time was just go around, talk to a lot of women, do a lot of business and stuff with them. I wrote this book. I can't think. I wrote this. Actually, one of my friends, he gave me me and him was talking about something. He said something to me, so I wrote him this not a letter, but I replied to him about how to make money out here with these women. And of course, I didn't check the grammar or anything. And then one of my YouTube friends, I don't know how, I guess it must be my YouTube friends, because I was making videos, but I don't know if I was making them as GS350JPN, or maybe it was right after I made them with GS350JPN. I'm not sure, because I did have another channel, and I don't know what happened, but maybe it was with that GS350JPN videos. Yeah, it probably was with that. And by the time that happened, and he took it, he read it, said it was nice. He made a book, ebook, put this sexy Japanese woman on it and stuff, and he did it up, my name, my picture on it and everything, and he told me to just publish it, but it had a lot of errors and stuff. I still have it. I never published it, but that book basically it's just a guide to how to make money if you want to be a real pimp in Japan. You know what I'm saying? Well, I wouldn't say pimp. That's not a good word. I mean, we call it pimping, but not that. I guess a real hustler, I guess, then that book would be really good, because it explains a lot of stuff, and it's really easy to do, especially if you're single, outgoing, and stuff like that. And it's really simple to do, and you can do it. I mean, it's something that you can definitely do. So basically, I was just into that stuff, and I had made some business card. Me and my friend Daz, he's in my videos. He's the guy I'm always arguing with, and well, we're not arguing. We always call it arguing, but me and him always having our discussions about women and everything. And he's the one guy that was in the video, if you guys watched it, where it was all dark, and there's two of them, there's three of us talking and stuff. And I can't remember the name. I think I called it Dumb and Dumber and Dumbest, or something like that. Dumber and Dumbest, or Dumb and Dumber, or something like that. I forget the name of it. But and then we were out in Osaka talking and stuff about picking up women and stuff like that. I'm not picking up women. I think about how to pick up women in the States, and they were telling me about how you guys got to get really materialistic to show what they got, their material gains, if they want to get women and stuff like that. And I'm like, ooh, wow, okay, that's y'all, not me. But anyway, we had made some cards. I had made some cards, LA cards, and I had one with my address, email address. What were them things called? Barcodes and stuff. But when I went and checked it now, one of them was all messed up anyway. So it's all cool. But it was real cool because this one guy, he made it for me. One of my students' father and stuff. So it was all good. But and then what I was going to do is just, you know, go out, meet girls, pass out the cards, you know, meet them, talk to them, you know, just hang out with them, go out dating, whatever, you know. And I think that was when I knew that. Well, I always know that you didn't have to physically touch these women to get them to buy you things or give you money or anything like that, because out here people will pay for the time that you spend with them, and they do it, you know. So like if you're hanging out with a girl or something, you know, and then she appreciates the time, she'll like, if you just happen to walk up on her, say, hey, how you doing, whatever, you know, let's go for a drink or whatever. So she'll go out, you might go for a drink, then go for dinner, and then maybe go to the movies, and she'll pay everything because well, there's two reasons. One, because she don't want any strings attached, and number two is because she appreciates the time, you know, because she's having fun. And usually that'll probably be the day that she's off, so of course she's going to have money to spend. And of course she probably would rather spend, you know, money on having a good time with a person and eating and going to movies and drinking and stuff like that than buying clothes, because these women got tons of clothes and that's all they do is go shopping all the time. So yeah, it was during that time, you know. And I had met one brother, and he walked over to me. This was after I changed to GS350JPN, and he was like, hey Adam, how you doing? I was like, Adam, why is he calling me Adam? I said, why are you calling me Adam? He said, yeah, you Adam. And it was funny because I totally forgot about that. And I was like, oh, okay. Because when I had met him, he was, I wouldn't say he was having problems, but me and him did talk about business a lot. I gave him a lot of advice and stuff, you know. And I think something was going on with him in this wife. I don't think it was anything too bad. But I was just saying how he can utilize her to make their financial situation a whole lot better, because a lot of these women out here, I don't know if they do know about business and just don't want to do it, or they don't know, you know. I'm not exactly sure. I'm sure there's a lot of them who don't know, but I do know that there are a lot of people who are hesitant to make change and stuff, you know, and that's worldwide. But out here, you know, I've seen it, and sometimes it's kind of hard for these guys to get their wives to change, because, you know, the wives are already the boss and stuff anyway, and you know, she's going down this one set road, you know, that's going to lead to this goal that she wants to get, you know, and more than likely there's no deviation. But other than that, you know, it was all cool, you know. It was really all cool and stuff. So yeah, I wanna yeah, that was a good time though. Right before I started really doing this GS350JPN, I had a lot of time. I was doing a lot of things, doing a lot of traveling, just going to a lot of places and stuff, and it was really cool. And I do have my Aatm Twitter, Aatm Twitter. I got an Aatm Facebook. What else? Actually, I got 3 Twitters. One is Carbon, and one is on, I think, GS350JPN and stuff like that. But anyway, that's about it. I'm out. Peace.